Hey y'all, so today we are going to be harvesting some garlic. I've been kind of watching it, seeing the progress on it. We planted it back in November and it is the last week in May and it's showing signs that it is about ready. So you'll see that these first stalks kind of start to turn brown, and then that means that it's time. And we did pull one over yesterday on a soft neck and it was starting to lean. These ones are a hard neck variety. So they're not gonna show the signs of leaning so much, but there are 2 layers that are browning here. So we're gonna go ahead and go over how to harvest those up. So what we're gonna do is we are going to kind of dig away a little bit and kind of dig our shovel down in there. You don't really wanna just yank it and pull it. You really want to kind of dig around. Let's get that rock. We live in North Carolina, Piedmont, North Carolina, and it is pretty rocky. So we have done our task of building on top of the soil. Where you are. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're going to leave those roots on there. I just try to get some of that dirt off, and you can see how we built on top of the soil. We've got some native soil there with some compost. So we're just going to kind of get as much of that off as we can, the clay soil, and then we're gonna stick it in our wheelbarrow. Okay, so we're just gonna put it in our box, right there, yep, with our tomatoes we need to plant, and then we'll take it in to cure it, and we'll show you that process as well. Go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a time lapse, and we're gonna harvest all the rest of this garlic down here, and then we will be back. A 4-by-6 foot bed. I got all this garlic out of there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it into the garage. I have a little setup to cure it, and we'll show you how to do that. They're 4-by-6 foot beds. We have this screen here that we use for our brooder, that we just kind of laid it on 2 sawhorses, and then it allows for the airflow to go through, which is important for curing. And also it needs to be in a shaded, kind of airy location. So the garage here isn't very airy, but we're gonna go ahead and pop it when it's not raining, and then we can shut it when it is raining. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our garlics, and the dirt on here is perfectly fine. You can just leave it like that. It actually helps it. And then we're just gonna kind of lay it across. Look how huge that one is. And I'm gonna alternate it because the leaves fan out. That one's kind of big. Okay, we'll do it that way. And then I have a mat underneath here that will catch all of the debris that falls, and then I'll just end up putting it back into the soil after I sweep it up. So, go.
I'll stop it when you get to this camera. Okay. Go.
Okay, so we ran out of room on there. Eventually I'll probably use like a wider hog panel using what we have for now. And then we're just gonna spread them out on the ground all the way across until they fully cure. It's gonna take about 2 weeks to be able to process them and cure them. And we wanna make sure that we give them that time because that is gonna ensure that they're able to store for the longest amount. So there's gonna be multiple methods that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna freeze some, I'll can some, and then I'll also make like a garlic powder, grind it up, dehydrate it. So there's lots of different methods that you can use for preserving.
Go.
Okay, so that's it. We've got it all laid out, the top and the bottom. I tried to make it to where the bulbs are not touching. That will ensure that it gets cured properly. After I'm done letting it cure, I'll go through, cut the tops off. I'll still leave about 4 inches of the neck on, and that ensures that the moisture doesn't go into the bulb. And then I'll cut some of the roots off just to make it kind of flush. So that's all that we have today. That is harvesting and curing process for the garlic, and we'll catch you on the next video.